Hey, hey, hey!
We are live finally. Sorry, guys, it took us a while. Well, it took some of us a while. So how are you guys? Good to see you. We've got Freon on. How are you doing? Mark and Kells, what a week. Becky Lynch won her fight in Belfast. Like you said, as I predicted, you are right. Did she message you back? Because at the last live that we did, you said you were going to message her to wish her well. Hey, Sincott, how are you? Good to see
Hey,
you.
Sincott. Hey, Freon. Hey, Jensen.
And Jensen, how are you? Good to see you guys. So really good to see you all. How are you feeling today? Asked Jensen. So as you know, Kelly wasn't that well last week.
Better.
Good.
Better.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you for asking.
And you had a lot of messages actually from people out there. A lot. Wishing you all well.
Bless you all. Thank you.
Oh, look at this. It's D Delta. How are you? Good
Hi,
to see
D
you.
Delta. How are you?
Hi, lovely people. I hope you're good. Lovely to see you as always. And lovely to see you too.
Lovely to see you too.
I need to get my eyesight tested. I keep having to do this to look at the comments page. And look, it's Sam.
Hey, Sam. How are you feeling, by the way?
Yes, exactly, Sam. With a lovely, beautiful new emoji. I love with Sam because she always has a look into the side. That's the look you have. But yeah, I'd love to see it. Glad you're better, Kel.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And bless him, he said, good evening. The Dream Team MK are back. And Sheila, hello.
Hey, Sheila. Hope you're well.
You guys are all on. You just come on at the same time. I did issue was sorry. I did, but issue was she deleted it because I said something in copyright which I shouldn't have said. All right, maybe next time, Freon, just wish her luck and leave it at that. Maybe just to do that because. The trouble is when you do copyright, which I was a victim of myself, because when I uploaded the Shake Shack originally, I did get a copyright warning because one of the songs I used, I shouldn't have done. So I had to change them around. So for those that, thank you guys for watching this Shake Shack one. It was a bit of fun and it was Kelly's idea, which I thought was really good. So originally, I was just going to upload Shake Shack in London, but Kelly said, no, let's go to Shake Shack in Florida when we go, because we shot it before we went to America. And she said, and then we can compare the two, which is exactly what we did. So it was a different type of video we did this time. So lovely to hear your thoughts on it. Tell us what you think. Did you like the comparison? Do you prefer it just one-on-one? Do let us know. Well, Jen says, I'm getting my hair cut on Saturday at lunchtime. It's in my eyes again, of course. Ooh. How long's your hair now? It must be down to there. You got like long, shaggy hair to have long, shaggy hair again. I said good luck though, and I got up to 60 views. So I think the 60 in the views may be you as her, but I don't know. Could have been. Could have been. Just remember that. Could have been, could not have been. So there you have it. So, guys, what have you been up to? Did you have a good weekend? What did you guys do? Let us know.
I am drinking a Spanish iced latte, which is delicious. I just keep like,
I know. I can see you doing.
And I put cherry in there.
Oh, yeah. So, you guys may have seen it. So, we did buy a load of syrups online. You can get them on Amazon. They're called 1883 Maison, I think they're called. But they're French syrups. The idea is you have them with milkshakes or you can have them with coffee.
Because we were talking about the syrups the last time, and they were talking about different types of syrups and stuff like that. But that cherry one is, and we got a lychee one, which is equally, and I had some lychees today. Oh, I've been such a lucky lady. Oh, today I've been a lucky lady. I had Thai chicken green curry with egg fried rice, and I had some Thai spice prawn crackers, and now I'm having a nice Spanish iced latte, cherry if you don't mind. Oh,
well, we will be able to see exactly what it is. You can tell Kelly's better because she's gone right back into the swing of it. Right, Marky Kells, I have some extraordinary big news. I want a drum roll right now. Are you ready? Right, I won't keep doing that until I respond. That drink's looks elite, D Delta said. Well done, girl. Like that. Now, Kelly will. Do you want to share the recipe? Or?
Yeah. So we have an espresso. I don't know if you want to show them the pod because it's an espresso.
Oh yeah, I'll get it in a minute.
It's an espresso pod. So it's a double espresso pod. So I pop that. So I get condensed milk. Yes, condensed milk, isn't it? Yeah. I always get mixed up between evaporated milk and condensed milk. So I get condensed milk. I fill it up to about there in the condensed milk. And then when I put the double espresso in, it sort of matches it. But before I do the condensed milk, and then I do a couple pumps of the cherry syrup, the 1883, or is it 1889? No,
1883.
So I put a couple of pumps, and then I do the coffee, which fills it up to about there. And then I mix it, so I've got a little bzz, a little whisk. Bzz,
Okay, she said whisk.
and then it whisks it up, and then I put some ice in it, and then I top it up with milk. Oh, it's delicious.
Now, you don't need to have the cherry syrup. You can use any syrup you want as a thing. And you don't necessarily need to have an espresso machine. You can use any espresso, can't you?
You don't need to even add syrup. I just add it because I'm bougie like that. But you don't need to add syrup. But I find that I really love frappuccinos and stuff like that. And this iced Spanish latte is a really good alternative. And then if you don't even want milk or something, you can mix it with your own alternative. So if you want oat milk, if you want almond, you can do it like that. But if you use any type of condensed milk, unless it's plant-based, if it says plant-based, because I don't know if you can get plant-based condensed milk, then that will be dairy. So bear that in mind. I use Carnation condensed milk, it will be dairy. But if there is a plant-based version or something like that of condensed milk, then obviously replace it with that. But yeah.
Hey, Dwayne, good to see you. How are you?
Hey, Dwayne.
Oh, this is the big thing. Good job I wasn't doing my drum roll. Freon starts his new job this week.
Oh, wow.
Well done. So, what
job
job did you take? The sports job in the end, Freon? Is that the one you took?
Aww.
Dwayne said, I've got a new YouTube channel. Do tell Dwayne. Let us know what's your channel. Do let us know. And Freon, what is your job?
Yeah.
Let us know what you're doing. Sheila said, I've just made a matcha. I love it. Now, matcha is quite an earthy taste, so it's not to everybody's taste. But I do like matcha as well. It's a nice flavor.
Do you make it the proper way with the powder, and you mix it with the brush and all of that type of stuff?
Oh dear, yeah, that's a bit of a thing. Oh, Leading Healing's rejoined us. So Leading Healing, good to see you. Nice to see you too. Now
nice to meet you.
Now Leading Healing is from Canada, and Leading Healing does have his own channel, which I was watching. Now I've put several comments on your channel. Really like the combination that you guys do. I was watching. Is it G? Was when he was on the guitar and stuff like that. So it's some really good stuff there. I love how you kind of like ad lib your lives. It's so good. I love listening because you just go with the flow. I haven't got that confidence, so I wish I did. But really good stuff. This is Kelly. You didn't get to meet Kelly last time, so Leading Healing, joining us from Canada.
Spanish ice latte.
Right. So Dwayne's new channel is called Dwayne Loves Plane Spotting. So is this in addition? Are you going to be running both your channels, Dwayne? Dwayne Curly 16 and Dwayne Loves Plane Spotting.
I think Freon likes plane spotting as well.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how they met. That's how Dwayne and Freon met. Jensen said it will be above my ears. This is his hair. Hope my haircut. I might have to take a picture of you all. Right. Okay. So you might have it. Well, if you're flying your plane, you'll need to be able to see where you're going. Thunderbear.
Hello.
How are you? Good to see you. Hi, favorite couple. How have you been? Good to see you.
Hi.
So this is the thing. This is the latest. Freon officially got the position. I start a week from Thursday, and I have my first staff meeting this Thursday coming. So I did it. Well done.
Staff meeting already? Wow.
Freon, I'm really pleased actually, because I know you were debating whether you would leave college or start a job and stuff like that. I think this is the right decision. I am really glad you got the job. I hope you're enjoying it. Well, I'm not enjoying it, but you started it. I hope you do enjoy it, I should say. That's fantastic news. Well done.
Well done.
Well, what is the position? You haven't mentioned the position, but you don't have to say if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Sam said, I survived the first day of the washdown. Sam, I was thinking of you actually, because you know that song, Get Down, that was on Pulp Fiction. Get down. I was thinking wash down. How was it?
And you know what I thought it was going to come out? Get down on it, do. Get down on it.
No, don't ruin the joke. So I survived the first day of washdown. How did it go? Is it really strong chemically thing there? Is it working? Do you have to be out the house? Do you have to let it dry?
When did it happen? Today, or was it a couple of days ago?
So with the wash, so for anyone not familiar, Sam had terrible black mold in the house, so she had to have the agency come in and do a wash down on it. But I think the first bit is they have to use special chemicals that actually soak into the plaster. We got the same problem in our bathroom. No matter how many times I spray it with anti-mold killer, within about a week it comes back. So I do need to treat it properly. But I'm glad you survived it. I'm glad it's going okay. Dwayne said that's a great channel name, Dwayne. It is. I like it. I really, really, really like it.
What was the channel name?
It is called. I just read it out to you.
Dwayne, plane spotting.
Yeah, exactly. Dwayne likes. It was Dwayne loves plane spotting.
I just thought you were just saying Dwayne loves plane spotting. I didn't realize that was his channel name.
The name of the channel. I got a job. Can you guys believe that? We can.
Yes, I can believe that you got a job for sure.
But what is your job, says Dwayne, and that's what we ask. I'm going to be a sports coach. That is incredible. Well done, Freon. We will have to do plenty of stuff as time goes on. Do you remember the old-fashioned cherry drops from back in the day?
Yes.
They had the best cherry flavour. I do remember them, Sam. What is your favourite sweet from back in the day? Now, we've got some younger viewers on here as well. So back in the days now. But for us, I do remember cherry drops.
Back in the days, not now, for the younger viewers.
Well, it is. They're younger than what we were back then. So that's what I'm saying. But yeah, cherry drops are one of my favourite. I used to love cola cubes, which is one of my favourites.
I liked cola cubes and all of that, and I liked Annecy twists. But my favourite were Dracula teeth, the jelly ones, not the foamy pink and white ones, but the actual flat ones, the flat jelly ones. I used to love those.
Yes, I see you took the position. Leading Healing said so much good stuff on YouTube. Glad to see you both, even if, just here briefly. Yeah, please, whenever you like as well, because I really wanted to stay on your live. I was up to 1:30 on Leading Healing's live.
Wow.
Well, in the morning, do you remember? That was on Friday, and I really wanted to stay there, but because I was falling asleep, only because it's 1:30 a.m. here, and of course,
I don't know what you're talking about, because I would have been asleep.
I did. I told you. I said I'm on Leading Healing's live. Mind you, you weren't well that day, so I think you were fine.
Oh, I would have been asleep. So
congratulations, Phil. But yes, do let me know, Leading Healing, if you're doing any more lives. I will try and join your lives when I can. I know there are obviously the time difference, but I will try and join when I can. Congratulations, Freon, said Sam. Every Thursday from now on forever, I will be coaching kids. Finally, that is amazing. Oh, Thunderbear said, I bought a blueberry muffin matcha today. It's beautiful, like drinking a blueberry muffin.
Oh, you know what? I saw somewhere they were doing a strawberry matcha. I have to have a look. I don't know where my phone
Where did you get this from, Thunderbear, if we don't mind me asking? Is this from a chain or is this something else you got? Jensen said, Mark, please tell Kelly if there's no video planned for the week, you should do a cooking video like cake or dinner. Well, we do have a video planned for the week.
What do you mean? Of course there's a video. So I have uploaded a video for tomorrow. It will play at 6:30 p.m. It's not our usual video because it's...
This is on MK Vacays.
This is on, yes. So this is on MK Vacays. And I think it's something like day 10 on our holiday. That was back in May. And it's actually, unfortunately, a bit of a washout day, which was unfortunate.
Yeah, I know. So remember, these are back in May. And unfortunately, we had, as you guys may have seen, because some of you did join us on the lives when we were doing them, it was a washout. My birthday, complete washout. Kelly's birthday, sun every day.
Yeah, but your birthday wasn't a washout. And everyone saw it wasn't a washout in the morning. Plus, you did a live in the rain.
I know, because I wanted to do it on my birthday anyway.
Yeah. So it wasn't a complete washout, but it was a washout towards the afternoon, unfortunately. But we did get a lot done on that day. We did a Capture Your Moment, and then we did Space 220.
Yeah.
We also had pizza, and Mark did a live. So we did do, and during that trip, I did do like a little tips video on that day, actually. But on this video, again, it was raining, so we didn't get a lot done. And Mark had gone a couple of hours earlier I came later on, and what is interesting about this video is that I actually show you where the Uber drops you off and where the Uber picks you up. So when I was researching, where does the Uber drop you, where does it pick you up, and all of this, because I just didn't know, and I couldn't find any videos that told you where the pick up and drop off points are. And that to me, so if I'm researching to go on holiday and I think, you know, I want to know where the bus drops me, I want to know where the Uber picks me up, I want to know where it's going to drop me off, I just thought that that was really useful information. So if you do plan to go to, you know, whether you're doing the Universal side, whether you're doing the Disney side, whether you do both of them, it will be completely up to you. But you will now be able to see where the Uber drops you off and where the Uber picks you up. I didn't show it. So in Epic, is slightly different, and I didn't show that because the video was long as it was, and then to add the Uber bit on the end would have been another 20 minutes. So I didn't add it onto Epic. However, if you want to take the free shuttle bus or whatever, depending on the hotel. So on this video, I actually show you the schedule of the hotels where the buses pick you up from and where they drop you to. So which is, you know, good if you want to stay at those specific hotels. And then you take the free shuttle if it's free, because some of the hotels you do have to pay, some of them are for free. It will drop you at Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure, and then you have to take another bus to go to Epic, and it's about 20 minutes away. So if you want to do it all free where you don't have to take Uber or anything like that, the bus drops you off, and then you can pick up the following bus to take you to Epic.
There we go. Right, let me catch up. There's a lot of comments I need to catch up. All right, so Leading Healing said, wondered what you may say about that. Thanks for the comments. Oh, I didn't know you'd see me on my guitar, and I didn't see the comment. What was I playing? So I quickly checked your channel while I was Kelly was doing the update. It was where G played Sunshine on My Shoulders. That was the one I saw. And you did another one. I've watched a few of them. Fun with Cultural Diversity. That was quite a good one. And I think G was playing the piano as well. He played Chopin a couple of times. So I did watch those ones as well. It was good fun. I love the
Chopin.
I love the Sunshine on My Shoulders one though. That was really good. Sam, thank you, cousin Sam. Yes, Mark. Yeah. So Dwayne's got both channels up. Sheila said, yes, I do. I've got the matcha bowl and whisk and organic matcha powder. Wow.
That's the proper way. That's how you know she's doing it the proper way.
Where are we? Thunderbird says, always welcome. I've been good, thank you. How are you both? We are well. Kelly wasn't so well last Friday, but she's much better now. So there we go. Leading Hilly said, I wanted to play the guitar in the live. You see, you know that I must have been another video, but yes, there was likely me. G does the classical piano and some others. You did a combo actually where you're playing the guitar and he's playing the pipes. That was quite a good one as well. I forget that one. But that was one I also saw. What's your job, Freon? I'm going to be a sports coach, Jensen. Oh, nice. Where are we? Freon said, Marky, just think me as a business kid and believe I'm saying that. And Kels, what do you think of your own brother, me, a business kid? I'm still shaking, telling you both.
Do you know what? You're going to really enjoy it, Freon. You really will. Bless you.
Leading Healy said, I'm not sure the difference between asbestos and mold. Asbestos is the material. It's banned in the UK. Probably it's banned in Canada. One of the worst substances ever created by man. They had no idea how bad it is.
How toxic.
And it's a nightmare to get rid of. The mold.
Well, mold is natural.
Oh, no, I think sorry, I misread what you were saying here. You know what asbestos and mold is. I think it's just that would actual fact mold grow on asbestos.
Oh.
Red Fulcrum.
Hi.
Penny's alive by the grace of God. She is. She is here in all her glory. How are you? Good to see you. Jensen said, and good luck. All the best for you. Leading Healing said, was you sick with something? That's super serious. Or they just worried because they didn't know. No, it's nothing major.
No, nothing major. No. Just needed, do you know what? I felt like I just needed a really good rest.
Sam. So the wash down to get rid of the mold was rather disappointing, to say the least. only cleaning the corners and awful paint over the top, which is bubbled already. If the paint has bubbled, they put it on before the wall had dried.
Yeah, it's wet. Wall is wet.
That's so shoddy. That is so.
It doesn't have to be fully dry, because we painted our house when it was fully dried, and it does bubble. Because it bubbles because there's moisture behind it.
So Dwayne's, there you go. Dwayne's put on his new channel there. So it's Dwayne Loves Plane Spotting. Check out his YouTube channel. New one there. Any support you can give Dwayne, I'm sure will be greatly appreciated. Thunderbird said, although it's not exactly back in the day, I miss Topic chocolate bars. Did you try them?
Oh, do they not exist anymore? Topic was my dad's absolute favourite.
Here's another one that blast from the past. Check
chocolate. I don't have my phone. Where's my phone? I'm just looking for my phone. Can you grab my phone in the kitchen?
No.
It might be.
Because I want to show this.
You see?
I will show it in a minute.
It was up.
No, because I want to show this. This is not a Topic, but this was given to us by the Travelling Aussies. Do you remember these? Cadbury's Picnic.
That's not even the real picnic.
It is the real picnic.
No, it isn't.
It is.
There is a real picnic in the cupboard that I have, which is where my baking stuff is. This is Australia's picnic, not the UK picnic. No, is my phone there, or is it on the side there, in the corridor? So this is Australia's picnic, not the UK's picnic. We do have a picnic, but the UK picnic, which is in the corridor.
But I just wonder if anywhere. Kelly does this because it's in the kitchen and it's not. Right. Oh, where are we? So I did used to like Topics as well.
Yeah. Do you know what? It was my dad's favorite chocolate. That was his. He never really ate chocolate or anything like that, but he did used to like a Topic. I did not know they had this, but mind you, it's not something that I would buy. Discontinued in 2021, so only recently.
Thunderbear knows. Sheila said Trebor cherry drops. Oh yes, I do remember those.
I do remember Trebor cherry drops. My gran used to have packets in her drawer.
That's such a thing for a gran to have. It's just like a drawer full of sweets.
Yeah.
Where are we? Leading Healing said, oh, you scrolled up to see them. Yeah, it started at around 1. No, I understand, but I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. So thanks for the plug-in. I will watch definitely some more of your stuff, Leading Healing. I did enjoy the chat, actually. I did enjoy going on your live. I love your freestyle. It's the fact you just have it's almost just like a chat with somebody. So I do like that. So I will try and plug on. Do check out Leading Healing's lives. They are late for UK viewers only because of the time difference, because Leading Healing's in Canada. But well worth a little watch.
If I'd have known they were going to discontinue,
I would have bought more.
I would have bought a couple just for the nostalgia.
But chocolate firms always say, everyone said, Woolworths used to say that when they were trading. They used to, people go, oh, why are you shutting? I used to go to a store all the time. Yeah, but you don't now. That's why we're shutting.
But I don't mind they were discontinuing it. I just wish they made an announcement that they were going to be discontinued.
Well, Freon said, being a worker and a college kid is going to be a lot to take in, because I have to wake up early on a Wednesday at 9 a.m. and I have to leave the house at 9:30. So I'm going to be excited. You will love it. And also as well, you'll get a lot of satisfaction, because a lot of kids will be looking up to you, Freon, especially if you're going to be teaching. Is the law we can start driving when you are 15 years old? Not quite. You've got to be 16.
No, but I think...
Have they upped it?
No. I was one of the... Who's the guy?
Maybe Google it rather than guess.
No. Who was the guy that did he was the chat show. He was from up north and then went and did farming, like country
Jeremy Clarkson?
Not Jeremy Clarkson, the young gymnast guy. I think he did. Was it? There used to be like a TV magazine that they did. He was presenting with the Welsh girl.
Right, you have to be 17. So
how about in the country?
But you can have a provisional license of 15 years and 9 months.
Yeah,
so you can have a provisional, but you're not allowed to fully pass until you're 9. Until you're 17, not 9. You can drive now. Leading Healing said, lately for now, they are evenings and weekends. The next week, and our time difference is 6 hours. I'm pretty sure, I know, because that brother lived in England, and it's 1 p.m. in 5. Yeah, so that would make sense. I think you're right. Also as well, because obviously I suppose because Canada is so vast, it depends on if you're East Coast or West Coast. But That makes sense. That's about right. And I think it's the same for obviously it would be the same for the United States. If Karina's on, she will know the time differences here. I will join tomorrow. Yeah, if you guys want to. So a shameless plug, we will be on MK Vacays. And that will be on tomorrow if you want to catch that video. You're both great hosts. Oh, bless you. And you too. I enjoyed your thing.
Thank you.
I'm a business boy. Right, the hearing cats, I mean Def Leppard. I've never heard Def Leppard called that before. Coincidence continues some, and of course they say pour some sugar on me. I'm pretty sure I'm pre-diabetic, not to make light of it, but
some sugar on me.
That is the song. Sheila said Birds and Blend do a flavored matcha, but I prefer ceremonial matcha. You prefer the proper stuff.
The proper stuff with the brush. That is the proper stuff. There was a limited edition. What was it? Bird and Blend were doing. It wasn't a matcha, but there was something, and I was like, oh, I want to go and get it, but I never went in the end. But they were doing a special something or other. I must take another look, see if I can see it.
So Lyndon Healing said he's having too much sugar. Easy to do. The trouble is, sugar substitutes aren't good for you either.
No.
This is the problem.
But stevia is meant to be all right.
Stevia is the one that's supposed to be a natural.
Yeah, stevia is meant to be a natural, yeah.
I suppose the closest natural thing is honey. Thunderper said this was a shop right next to Rayners Lane's train station called Top Nourish. I'm not sure if any other shops do that flavour. Oh, really? So do they still sell the topics there? Or no, sorry,
no.
I'm mixed up. This is the muffin, wasn't it? This is the muffin. So it was called Top Nourish. All right, we'll have to look at that. So it was at Rayners Lane. For anybody not familiar, that's one of the stations in London. D Delta said, I love your London eating out content. There's always somewhere new to go, isn't there? Do you know what? It's so true.
Yeah.
Now, we are still going through our Florida content at the moment, but Kelly and I we were supposed to go this weekend. Right, I'm not going to lie. We were going to go for dim sum, which started at 11. I thought we'd have to get up early. So Kelly, without boring you guys about it, there was a major problem I had with the video. So I got mega early to fix it. And then we both went.
Because what happened was, right? So I woke up. So I must have gone to sleep about 8 or 8:30 or whatever. And Mark was finishing off a video, decided to upload it, or he thought he'd scheduled it. And then I must have woke up about, I don't know, it was early hours of the morning. Maybe it was about 3 or something like that. And then I was just awake. I was just doom scrolling. And then I saw the video and I was just like, there's something wrong with this video. Like parts of it, like that should have been in the middle, was at the beginning. And then you couldn't.
No, that's what you wanted, but the US flag wasn't coming up on it.
No, there was big black. The traveling Aussies, the traveling Aussies commented on it. Yeah, so all the American bit wasn't there. It was all black, and then you just saw a flag doing this, and I was just like,
so there I was, 5 a.m. fast asleep. Are you awake?
No, I didn't.
I am now. Yeah,
I didn't say that. I just went, are you awake? Yeah. Like this throughout the night, because he tossed and turned, and I was like. Each time I was like, are you awake? And then no. And then he must have woke up. He went, oh, morning or something like that. And then I said, do you want, can I tell you something? And then he was like, what? And I was just like your video is not correct. And he's like, what do you mean? And I was just like, well, this is in the wrong place. So when we were discussing the concept, I explained what the concept was. And then, I don't know, you thought of something different. And I was just like, the concept is wrong. But not only is the concept wrong, there was just big black things. And it was only the flag. And he was just like, oh, no. And he was mad and all of this. And he was trying to fix it. And then he was getting annoyed with me. And I was just like, well, it's not my fault.
So anyway, I got up at 6 a.m. I fixed the whole thing. It must be to about 7. And then, but the thing is, I fell back asleep then.
Yeah,
we didn't get up till about 10. So anyway, cut a long story short, basically we missed going to dim sum, but we will be back out this weekend. We will start filming. I'm going to try and speed up the Florida ones now because I want to go back as D Delta said, and get back into the London.
And currently, I am still on season 3, but we are approaching season 4. We've got 4 days left, I believe. And so day 10 is, did I say 4 seasons? 4 episodes left. But then after the 4 episodes, we will then start season 4, which was in November.
Yeah.
So currently I am doing Wednesdays and Saturdays. Hopefully I can keep up with it. So we've got our 10th day installment, which is us going to Universal Studios. Well, it's me meeting Mark at Universal Studios. We also do go to Twosome's Emporium, but we already shot that and Mark has already uploaded it. So I put a card up so you can click on it and go and...
Karina, how are you?
Hey, Karina, hope you're well.
I beg your pardon, I missed your top comment there, but I can't cut with you again. So Karina said, good evening, hope you guys had a great weekend. And Kelly, I hope you feel better.
I do, thank you.
How are you, Karina? Good to see you. We had a real long chat on Friday. You missed that one, unfortunately, because you weren't well. But yeah, we did have a real good catch. And that's when I met Leading Healing.
Oh.
Where are we? But yeah, D Delta, you're right. There are so many eat outs. So we're going to be doing a lot more eat outs in London coming up.
Yeah.
Leading here said, Mark, be reading while you're talking. Kelly like to be thinking. I want to read this and this and this and this. Are you done yet? Because also there's this person's comments too. I know we like to read everybody's comments. I don't like anybody to miss out. I was going to say we've never got to the stage where it's just too much. If we ever got famous,
I don't know about famous,
but you know what I mean. If we ever had hundreds of comments, we would have to read every other one. But we tried to catch up on.
We wouldn't. I mean, here's to hoping there will be a time when loads of us on and we build a really big community. But hopefully one day there will come a time, not being bad, but we won't be able to read all the comments. So
yeah,
there will come a time, hopefully.
Was just about to get up, but I knew mine was coming in. Oh, right. There's the mandolin cure. Oh, yes, very nice. I seem to have missed some comments. Yes, he does Chopin. I knew he did Chopin. Some beautiful playing. He plays absolutely beautifully and multi-skilled because you played the guitar as well. Freon said, I've officially got my job as my profile to celebrate. Well done. He says, sweet, yeah. Well, I was the guy you first saw. You were. Our boiler supposedly has asbestos. Oh God. And minerals. Largely, I thought it smelled. I suppose customers don't. Well, the only thing you just got to be careful. Asbestos is okay as long as you don't mess around with it. Don't saw it. Don't drill into it. Don't bang anything into it. It is okay.
You should really,
but get it checked out.
Get it taken away, like controlled. You can't be in the house when they do it. So
yeah.
I mean, you should consider it.
Karina, my best friend in the whole world, said Freon. Also, part of my job, I get a uniform, like a black shirt, lanyard, and I get to attend big meetings. You sound like you're enjoying this already. Jensen said we should do a recap on everything that we have done and do a Kahoot. That would be quite good. And also, Jensen, I'd missed your other comment. Said I'm trying to think what your funniest video you did. What is your favorite video or funniest one you think we've done? Leading Healing said it goes through. It does. Sorry, it doesn't. But it does. It since sounds like something else. If you don't mind, your plug was great. And yes, I'm diverse and all good ways. And sometimes no filters. It's about wellness healing. Absolutely. But you have a very eclectic taste of music. And in actual fact, you like to have a discussion of all kinds of genres. So I was quite impressed. I'm so excited. I know I can tell. Sheila said, oh, I love marathon bars when I was a kid. Now called Snickers.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Was that Snickers?
Now they're much smaller now.
Yeah.
And can you remember the difference between that and now? I would love to be able to go back in time and try them and just see what they taste like.
It's like wagon wheels and they say, oh yeah, we've never changed the size of them. Yes, you have. Don't lie, because wagon wheels used to be very big. And no, it wasn't because I used to have them as a child and they looked big. They were bigger.
Yes, Leading Healing. We do have a lot of young viewers. We do. We're very lucky. Actually.
We're very lucky.
Thunderbird said, yeah, apparently they're not around anymore. These are the topic bars.
Yeah, I just saw they discontinued in 2021. I'm just like, huh?
Who wants to do a Kahoot right now, says Freon. I'll make a link and choose a category. Right now, I am not very knowledgeable on Kahoot. I've heard of it, but I've never used it.
But also, we're in the middle of doing a live.
Yeah. Leading in, he says, sweet, I'm glad you're curious and look forward to coming back. Oh, yeah, sometimes I have more specific topics, sometimes not. But that's why you both are very likable, even lovable, often great content creators. Oh, that's very nice of you to know.
Thank you.
I will roll with topics about seeing ourselves in others and artful topics. Yeah, and the twist on the band name. Okay, yeah, I know. I did like that one. The about Def Leppard. Non-hearing cat. Good singing. Did you tell her I was on the plane with? Oh yeah. Who were you on the plane with? Remind me. I forgot who you were on the plane with. Do remind me, because I've forgotten who you were on the plane with.
We were on the plane with Fat Man Scoop.
Yes.
Just to let you know. And I got my picture taken with Fat Man.
And Sandy's passed away, so you've got the thing.
Yeah.
Freon said, Marky and Kels, to celebrate my job, I feel like we should play some Kahoot. What do you say? How do you play Kahoot?
Yeah.
Oh, 3 hours difference between the East Coast and West Coast, says Karina. That is true. Karina also says, I missed Karina's comment. So Thunderbear said, yeah, if you like blueberry muffins, you'll love it. It even smells like fresh blueberry. Right, so that is the one at, where was it now? Sorry, I missed the place.
Oh, Bird and Blend.
Bird and Blend, that was it. We'll have to check that out. Kelly's got that here, Bird and Blend.
I haven't got Bird and Blend.
No, on the internet, not in front of you. We'll have to remember that, Bird and Blend.
Yeah, I know where there is a location for Bird and Blend, which I will pop to, because I know that they were doing something and I thought, I must pop there.
Thank you for the recommendation. Actually, it's good the comments are flying in. We don't have any taste test today. We did buy this, which is some Japanese peanut crispy crackers from Costco. Karina, I don't know if you have it in your Costco. I have no idea, but we will give these a little try and see what they're like. Trouble is, once I start these, I won't stop.
You better stop, because they're not all yours.
Can I try some?
That's what happens. That's what happens whenever I open something. I don't get to see it, except for the first time that I ate it, and then it'll be gone. Yes, you may open
I'm allowed to enter. Thunderbear said there's also a highly rated cafe called Fluffy Bayswater. They have matcha desserts and other nice cakes. So, Sheila, this might be one that you might like. Right, rice crackers. If anybody that hasn't had these, give them a try. Rice, not necessarily this brand, but rice crackers are lovely.
We picked this up in Costco, by the way.
Yeah.
He didn't even wait for me.
Ah, good. Oh, you haven't tried Fluffy, but you'll give it a go. We'll have to give this a try. You can taste the seaweed in these.
Yeah.
Go on. You can have some more of mine.
Oh, can I?
Right. The bubbly host and the bubbly co-host, equally Kelly. Oh, there you are. But thank you, Leading Healing.
Thank you.
Anybody want to play Kahoot? So Freon is desperate to play Kahoot.
Not currently, no.
Do either of you follow any sports series? So I do follow football, soccer as we call it here.
No, soccer.
As you guys call it.
We call it football. You guys call it soccer.
How about you? Karina, without, I hope she doesn't mind me saying, is a huge 49ers fan. So if you are interested in that, you can. I've never been to Universal Studios or Disney, by the way, says Leading Healing. Did you know, this is where Kelly and I are very, very lucky, and we are very, very lucky. The average person goes to Disneyland twice in their lifetime, just twice. Okay, but what, twice a year? I said, no, twice in a lifetime. So twice a year.
No, you said twice a year. I was the one who told you the statistic.
No.
Honestly. Mark does this all the time. I'll say something and he takes it as his idea.
I'm only kidding. Hi, Karina, fellow Canadian. I believe from Toronto, if I recall. No, I think so. Karina, you're close. What I say close. Karina's actually from California. But we do have other Canadians on, or have had in the past.
We have had Canadians and Australians. Because I remember there was another lady. I want to say her name was Angela. Was she from Canada or was she from Australia? She was from one of the two. And she was coming to the UK. She was the one who liked afternoon tea.
Angela's from Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, right next to Canada.
I know. I said Canada or Australia. I couldn't remember which one she was from. And so yeah, and she came over and she was looking at all our afternoon tea videos. Can I put the question out there? Does anybody have a favorite vlog that we've done that they really enjoyed? I thought, oh yeah, you know, I really liked that vlog.
Please let us know. I shouldn't eat these when I'm doing the live.
That's it, him now.
Jensen, do you want to play Kahoot? Freon's desperate to play Kahoot.
Yeah.
If you're in the UK, says leading. Where are we? Lol.
London. London, baby.
Just the same as reading the book, he said. Tia!
Hey, Tia.
How are you?
Hope
Good
you're
to
well.
see you.
Are you on your way out? Are you on your way out for dinner? Because let me tell you, Tia likes to go out, you know. She likes to go out for dinner.
What I love about Tia is very independent. And you got Tia, we're jealous of your lifestyle because I think that's absolutely great because I'm just off out for Turkish. I'm
just off out here, you know, and you're doing this, that, and the other. That's just how I used to be.
No.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Leading Hing said we're replacing our water system, and as I hear through Musk, wiping the boiler off as well. I guess classic in Denver, anything but no metal. Now I'm a heavy metal fan, believe it or not. I used to love metal as a kid. I still listen to it now. Wagon Wheel. Oh my God, Wagon Wheel. I have a special memory to that song. Convinced that a friend I'd shared with you in your previous live.
Rolling.
Even that song, Gentle May, got many people dancing when I sang it. You must do that as a video. Do that as one of the videos. Sheila said, oh gosh. Sheila said, do you like licorice Catherine wheels? Now, funny you should say that. I do.
Is that the red licorice one?
Yeah. No, the Catherine wheels are in a spiral.
Yeah, but is that the? I'm asking, is it the red?
No.
Licorice
You do get red licorice, but this is black licorice, but it's in a spiral.
I know which one, but I thought it was red.
And it always had a licorice also in the middle of the wheel. I used to love those. Do you know what I like? This is going to sound really weird. I love licorice as a sweet, but I don't like oregano because of the licorice flavor. I couldn't have licorice in a savory dish.
Oh, I see. No, I wasn't. I wasn't a lover of all sorts anyway. I didn't mind the jelly one. So like, I didn't mind
that's the one. That's the one.
I didn't mind the actual jelly in the middle, but licorice and I would eat it. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't the worst thing. I would eat it, but it wouldn't have been my go-to sweet. I would have preferred the red one over the black one, but yeah, it's not a go-to sweet for sure.
Right, I'm having one more and I'm putting these away. So, what would you give these out of 10?
Maybe a 9.
There's the QR code there. Yo, that's high.
Yeah, I would give them a 9 because I would munch on them.
I gave them an 8, but that's a really high score. So there you go. Worth the try.
Why didn't I give? No, leave it there. Just don't. You know, have some self-control.
Let me put it down. The trouble is, I'll crave them in a minute. Right.
In a minute, you'll just carry on eat. What are you talking about? In a minute, all day long, you'll be eating them. Why aren't they a 10 for me? I think because there's no flavor variety. They pretty much all taste the same, except for the texture. All of the textures are different because there's like a variety in there, but the flavor profile is all the same.
Thunderbell said, well, you were once on 0, then 10, then 100, now 1,000. It's definitely getting there. Oh, bless you, Thunderbell. We do try. And also, guys, please do keep your comments coming in because when we do these videos, we obviously want it to be entertaining for you and what you like to do. So, like I said, when we did the Shake Shack video, almost forgot them, we wanted to do the comparison. Now, I did something a little bit different for those that saw it. I was putting facts in the corner. So did you know this? Did you know that about the restaurant? So I thought I wanted to do something a little bit different. So if that's something you liked, please do put it in. If you thought, Mark, this is a bit much, do let us know, because it really does help with doing future videos.
My only critique with that, it wasn't on the screen for long enough, I felt.
Well,
yeah.
Don't influence their decision.
No, that was just my thing that I noticed. I didn't feel that it was long enough, because I was like, oh, that's an interesting, and then it was gone.
The hearing cat stroke deaf leopard. That was it. The hearing cat. Never heard of Fat Man Scoop. Rest in peace.
Oh,
I know it high. To be honest, Kate was going, Fat Man Scoop. I was like, who? It's Fat Man Scoop.
As soon as I told his brother was like, no way, you know. And what was it he said?
Clearly, I'm not down with the kids.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your brother's not that much younger than you. I mean, and we're the same age, so I don't know how I know and your brother knows, but you don't know.
Well, Leading Healing hasn't heard of Fat Man Scoop. There you go. Tommy!
Hey, Tommy. Hope you're well.
Tommy, where are you at the moment? Really good to see you. What are you up to? You said she was watching and she's short. I don't remember how that came up exactly. I think we were messing around. Or we were saying, somebody was saying, were you tall? And I said, not particularly.
Who? Wait.
Oh, I went from wagon wheels to wagon buttons. Do wagon buttons exist, Thunderbear?
Never heard of wagon buttons.
Never heard of them. Where are we? Leading Healing says Cafe Big Fluffy Bayswater. Oh wait, what a name, Thunderbear. Is that true? I've never heard of that though. Fluffy in Bayswater. G and I do that too. It's like them to yes, but I don't like some of the things you do. So save these for me. Okay, yeah, exactly. The trouble is, even my problem is I've got no off button. So even if there's something I think is mediocre, I will unconsciously eat. Now, one of the things they do say that if you're ever trying to lose weight is that the big thing you want to do is consciously eat.
Yeah.
And they say most adults, and I am very guilty of this, is I never consciously eat. I eat while doing something else or thinking of something else or doing. So they do say if you actually, every time you take a bite, really concentrate, or the term they like to use is connect with the food, you actually find you eat a lot slower and you get fulfilled a lot quicker.
No, you're supposed to eat a lot slower in order to be fulfilled. Because so it takes 20 minutes. So when you're extremely hungry or whatever, it takes 20 minutes for your brain and your stomach to talk to each other. So while you're gobbling down food and all of that, it takes 20 minutes for your brain to register, and then your stomach to say, no, I'm full, and blah, 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 while you're eating with your eyes. So if you deliberately sort of eat rather than eat unconsciously, like when you're watching TV, you just kind of eat and stuff like that without consciously looking at what you're eating, enjoying what you're eating, looking at your food and all of this type of stuff. Because normally we might plonk our so years ago, and some of you still may do that, some of you may not, you would sit at a table, you'd be with your family, you sit down and you eat. But then at times you might be balancing your plate on your lap while you're watching TV and you're eating. Therefore, it's almost like popcorn as you're eating, as you're watching. You're not consciously eating because you're eating as you're watching the movie or the film or the whatever it is, TV show, series, and you're not consciously connecting, so you're just like blah, blah, blah. But years ago you would sit down with your family, you would eat, and it took me many years to understand that full bloated feeling was not correct.
So do you guys have a favorite snack that you like to mindlessly eat? Now, my mindlessly eating food would be crisps.
Everything.
Crisps would be the main thing I would mindlessly eat. And I could eat, you could have a bowl, I've got a handy prop, and you could fill this again and again and again and again and again and again, and I would not stop. I could probably I reckon about 6 or 7 bowls before it finally thinks, oh gosh, I've eaten 6 or 7 bowls.
I think he thinks that, but I will tell you here and now, I used to cook enough for 6 people. We would sit down, we would eat, and Mark would go back and forth from the kitchen, eating, not filling his plate, just eating, because the food is there. And on his mind, he's like, till everything's finished. No packed lunch for me tomorrow or anything like that. He'll eat. So it's not just crisps.
Is it? No, I said, what would you do the most? Let us know. No, that's not popcorn. This is actual fact. These are Japanese Rice Krispies. They call the crispy. Japanese peanut crunch and crispies. I beg your pardon. That's what they are. So they're like that's what they look like. These are not good for your teeth. No, if they get stuck in your teeth.
And the thing is, the reason, so I like them, I'd score them a 9, but the reason why they don't score a 10 is because they all taste the same, just different textures. I am a real textured person, so I like the fact that they are different textures. I just wish they had different flavors.
You have in Canada, so you have both football and soccer, but because you don't have cable, you don't keep up with it. That right. I can see healing. I can totally see. No, Karina is in Canada. Angela is very Canadian. We love her all the way in nearby Australia. Jensen said, we will do the Kahoot when there is no plan to be on the live.
Yeah.
So Thunder Bear said, I love any restaurant. Oh, I love any restaurant, 1, 2, or just excuses for a wonderful. Sorry, let me start that again. I love any restaurant one. So she's talking about any video.
Right.
Sorry, Thunderbell, I misread that. But any video you two do just exudes a wonderful essence. Oh, that's so kind of you.
Thank you.
Well, do you know what? One of the things Kelly and I did agree was that we would be more. I think sometimes we feel that when we're doing videos, because you obviously when you come to shoot the food. You're going, it's quite nice. And then we always smile at the end of it. And we were thinking we just need to be a bit more natural with it, I think sometimes. Or do you think?
I don't think we're not natural, but I think you want more superlatives to explain a flavor or something. And I'm just like, but when I say to my friend, oh, I really like this, or I'm not saying, oh my God, it's blah, blah, blah. I'm saying I'm expressing how I like the food. To me, that's more natural, but you want more expletives. And I just think to myself, well, I don't think it needs that.
I know. This is me expanding my vocabulary. Sometimes I'm doing a review and I think, oh my God, if I just say it's lovely one more time, you get stuck in the word.
But I think that different people or different viewers will prefer will connect with each of us with regards to our palate, if that makes sense. So you have people on here that will prefer your flavor profile, and then I will have people that prefer my flavor profile, because we are coming at it from 2 different angles, because you're pescatarian and we cover certain things.
Well, this is the idea. So I will try and cover. So I cover the vegetarian / vegan side. I know Sheila's not the same thing. I know that. But and then
pescatarian
and the pescatarian side. Well, Kelly will cover the meat side. So that's we hope we kind of cover all bases. Right now, licorice caffeine wheels leading healing. They're kind of licorice. Best way to describe it is like a licorice. We used to call them bootlaces, so like long sort of threads like this, and they're round up into a little wheel.
You have the red version, so which I don't know what they're called, but they're red and they're just like long sort of sticks. They're sort of thing.
And you are right. A wagon wheel is a like a. How would you describe? You used to love them, didn't you? They are like not a cake, they're not quite a cake, but they're like a round thing of marshmallow with a biscuit attached to it.
It's like a s'mores, it's like a bougie s'mores.
Yes, a good idea. Yeah, that's a very good description.
Yeah, it's like a bougie type s'more, really. So it's like 2 biscuits with marshmallow in the middle and chocolate around it, and then they did a series where they had jam in the middle. So it's just not melted, if that makes sense, because when you guys do s'mores, you kind of melt the marshmallow, put it in the 2 biscuits. Sometimes you'll do it with chocolate, sometimes you'll do it without. It's like a bougie type s'more that you don't have to melt.
Oh, Sheila, now I like a bit of AC/DC. I went to see AC/DC a few times. I haven't been for years to watch a band. Honestly, no. Sorry, I tell a lie. I did go and see Saving Grace, which is Robert Plant's band, just before Christmas. But prior to that, I hadn't been for years. But yeah, I went to see AC/DC in the O2. This is a long, long time ago. Absolutely amazing. No, sorry, I tell a lie. Wembley Arena. I was mixing it up with another band, but it was fantastic. You're giving them an 8. Yes, we are giving these an 8. I've got to say, they were good. Yeah, and I know exactly what you mean. Control, I've got none. Sheila said, you mean licorice bootlaces? You could get them in strawberry and black licorice. Yes, that's right. That's the bootlaces.
So these are, I believe, what they have in the US. So they have this version in the US. I don't know if you can see that clearly.
Karina, do these ring a bell? These bootlaces?
These are, well, these aren't the bootlace ones, but these are the, yeah. But we also have, so we have the red version, but we also have the black version. So I'm just going to try and find the black version.
Oh, Leading Healing said, it's rare to have couples stream together. Yeah, you do get them. You do get them. No, again. The other thing, Leading Healing said, Kelly, Mark hasn't, but have you heard of a band called Girling? An old band.
No.
I wouldn't have thought Kelly would have done that, but yeah. Where are we? Karina said, I like the Shake Shack comparison, but it'd be great if you could do a McDonald's, Burger King, Domino's, and Pizza Hut. Okay.
I think Pizza Hut and McDonald's we could definitely do. What were the other two? Burger King.
No, so when you say that, do you mean with the US? So what we would have to do is next time we were heading to America, we would have to I've got my eye red again. Do you know what I've done? I've just rubbed it. If that
no, it's not the same as what it was.
No,
before.
I was going to say if that bruises, I'll know that's how it's done. What was I going to say? So when you say that, Karina, do you mean that we try them in the UK and then when we go to the States, if we go back to the States, we then do a comparison? Is that what you mean? We can do that for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We really did enjoy making it. Jensen said, I will pick you all up at Piccadilly Circus or King's Cross St Pancras in the private jet. We will need it because we will need to get over there to do the comparison.
Oh, maybe you call them red vines.
Oh, do you?
But these are the black ones.
I am so behind, so let me catch up real quick. Thunder Bear said, also videos such as trying foreign foods or sweet tend to get a lot of views. So if you buy snacks from Japan or Korea, maybe we should. Kelly and I do want to go to Chinatown this year and try some of the food there. So we could try some of that.
We could, and sometimes I have work colleagues that go to, you know, Singapore, Hong Kong. I could ask them to bring us back a couple of things.
Well, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, with that one we tried. So that is from Singapore. Yeah, a friend of mine, and she's going back again soon. So I could ask her, but sometimes those sort of things take up room in the suitcase. Yeah. So.
Thank you, Thunder Bear. Really, thank you for the suggestion.
I will, but we can definitely get some stuff from Chinatown for sure.
Where are we? Thunder Bear said, "Oh, I was joking. I meant they are so small. They're like buttons." Yeah, I know what you mean. I was joking. Meditative eating is hard, but a good practice. I've never heard of meditative eating. So when you're meditative eating, you know, when you meditate and eat. Never know. But so you do it, but not mindless eating, which is what I do. Yeah, live in the present so your life can be a present. That's beautiful, Thunder Bear. I think that should be our little logo. Karina said, have you heard of the healthy effect of drinking lemon water first thing in the morning?
So I do drink lemon water. I don't always do it, but I do drink it. And I also drink hot water. And sometimes I do lemon, ginger and honey. It's an anti-inflammatory, but also a vitamin C boost and helps you with colds and stuff like that. So sometimes I do that as well.
What's supposed to be the main effect of it? What's the greatest benefit? Leading Healy said, I eat eye candy, etc. with my eyes. They call that the seafood diet. I see food, I eat it. It's a vibe of snacking. So basically, meditative eating is a vibe of snacking or a habit getting every night before bed. Has chips, yogurt, cereal, and a little milk. Sometimes ice cream, only very briefly up through the night a few times, but otherwise sleeps. Is that good to eat ice cream before you go to bed? Is that
not so much before you go to bed, but are you saying that you get up in the middle of the night to eat? I'm not sure that because I can see sort of what you're saying, but I don't think it's a good idea to break your sleep to get up to have food. I'm not sure about that one.
Thunder Bear has an adorable name. She has an adorable emoji, and she's adorable herself. Adorable all round.
Adorable all round.
Freon, take care. Good to see you. We'll see you Friday and tomorrow.
Bye, Freon.
And well done. We're really proud of you. Well done.
Yeah, bless you.
It's accessible on an opinion like anything else to be enjoyed, and we'll keep up with the cooking for 6 people. Do you guys have kids too?
No, we don't have children.
I eat enough for
He eats enough for 6 people. I don't even eat enough for 1 person, even though it shows that I eat a lot. I actually don't.
No, you don't. Kelly doesn't at all.
And the thing is, I will make enough for 6 people. I don't even have a whole portion for 1 person. And Mark will eat whatever half portion that I've left plus all the rest.
That's why St. Cock calls me Two Mains Mark.
Yeah, Two Mains Mark.
Karina said tortilla chips and salad can be my dinner. Oh, is that what you're having? Tortilla chips and salsa, not salad, salsa. I beg your pardon.
So let me just give an example. So today, I had Thai green curry with rice. It was so good, but I couldn't eat it all in my lunch, so I had half. And then I was eating it. It's all delicious. And then, so that was at 12:30, 1 o'clock time. And then at about 4:30, I finished off the rest. And then when I got in, Mark goes, do you want something to eat? And I was like, no, thank you. Because I had it at that and at 4. And then I thought, oh, do you know what? I'll have an iced coffee, a cup of tea and a water.
It's all right for some, because somebody gets lunch for them. Sad news, it said, Jensen, it's going to be raining for a few days, so got lucky trying not to get lucky, try not to get soaking wet. Well, around this way, it's going to be wet. Oh God, I hope it's not raining tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope it's not raining tomorrow.
I was going to say, but yeah, if it's going to be. Well, Jensen, you keep dry. Sheila, AC/DC is so back in the day. Is beer your last name? I knew a Julia beer. She didn't drink alcohol. I can't guarantee Sheila's the same. Jensen said, sad news. Oh, no, we said that one. Sorry. I beg your pardon. Jensen said, is there going to be a live on Friday? Yes, there is. We have planned to do a live on Friday. You don't have long red licorice. We have red black bits. Also, Aussie's first here. And yes, s'mores. That was something I'd rather have. Some more samosas. Some more samosas.
I love samosas.
A lot of people confuse heavy metal and hard rock. They certainly do. Angus Young is old now. Yes, he is. That's the lead guitarist of AC/DC.
Who was the guy that you met that you said, we have said it on the live before?
That was Steve Harris, the bass player from Iron Maiden. I do get that's for sure. I'm looking back, trying to watch both the same. Karina said, what? Those are called the red vine. So that was sorry, we're going back. I'm just catching up with the chat now.
Yeah. We call them licorice whips here.
Oh, Costa sells the red vines. What we will have to definitely take a look when we go to Costa. Is Pizza Hut like it used to be? No. So you may have not seen, if you're at all interested, Kelly and I went to Pizza. Now, Pizza Hut is going bust, unfortunately, but they do have a franchise that's still open in central London on the Strand. Kelly and I went there. We did do a video. If you're at all interested, have a check that out. But the pizza itself, actually, I did enjoy, but
yeah,
all the sides, oh my God, that pasta.
Other than cheesy garlic bread. So I like Pizza Hut's pizza and the cheesy garlic bread. Other than that, I don't think their chicken wings are not on point. They have so many things that just are not on point. And in my mind, I'm just like, if you're going to do something, do it well.
Yeah.
Do it well, because people will come back for it. But them chicken wings are dire. I'm like, oh, I just like the cheesy garlic bread and the pizza. Sometimes they do good. The cheesy wedges with the bacon is not so bad, but nah.
It's not. And unfortunately, do you know what, actually, talking of pizza, in general, and I don't know if you guys feel the same, but brand pizzas, so what I would call the chain pizzas, you know, the Pizza Huts, the Domino's, Papa John's, all of these ones as well, have started to go downhill. I can't think of one chain, and guys, do correct me if I'm wrong, where the quality's gone up. Prezzo's gone downhill.
Oh God, yeah. Prezzo used to be so good.
Yeah, when we went there, we did a review, not last year before.
And I did not like the. You know what? I feel like, because so on tomorrow's one, you'll hear me complaining about the service there as well. I feel like I'm having a run of, I don't know what type of service. The service, for some reason, is just like very questionable, very, very questionable. And I'm just like, I don't understand what is going on.
States?
When we went to Twosomes, remember, and she was rushing.
Oh yeah,
and she brought, so she brought the starters out, and then before we'd even finished the starters, she brought the main out.
Now, for our American viewers, this is not our reflection on American customer service, because I have to say 9 times out of 10, the customer service in the United States is very, very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, I don't remember. The only time I had bad service in the States, right, was when we first went. So unfortunately for the people in the UK, I say unfortunately, tipping has never really been a thing. Mark thinks it was.
It has. I don't know what you're saying this, but all right.
But you can
I shall hear you out.
You can hear me out. But if you go on, a load of British people really complain about tipping. It's the one thing, because this was never a thing in the UK. You tipped if you wanted to tip, right? That was the thing. If you want to tip, you would leave a tip. So if the service was exceptional, so if it was basic service, like they're just doing a thing, you didn't really get a tip. But if the person went over and above, there would be, oh yeah, I really want to tip her, blah, blah, blah. And so they would leave a little tip. None of this like 20% and blah, blah, blah. That wasn't a thing. So when the British people were going over to the States, the state, oh, they're British, they're not going to tip, blah, 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 because that's not a thing here. So what they started to do, and it must have started maybe just before 2017. When did we start going? Was it 2014? 13, 14, something like that. Now, bearing in mind, they never used to put on the receipts what type of tip to leave, because in the States, you guys already know how much you should be leaving, because that is a thing there. But in the UK, it isn't. So they never left it on the receipt before. So when we went, you would just tip as you would in the UK. It'd be a couple of quid or whatever. It would not be like $20, or it would have been nothing like that. It's nothing like that here now. Really, if you voluntarily tip, nobody would leave you a 10 or 15 pound tip. That would not be a thing. It would be a few pounds, and that's how it would work. But now they have incorporated here like a 12.5%. Some places are 15%. It's very, very rare that you will find a place that will do 20%, but it's normally 12.5 of it, and it's incorporated in your bill. But you can choose to take it off. You don't have to pay it. But in the US, this is a given. You would tip. That is a given. It's very rare that you wouldn't tip. It would have to be really bad service for somebody not to tip. And best believe that there are some places, if you don't leave they'll question you. A friend of mine, she went to, I can't remember if it was New York or Houston, and they tipped as they would in England, which is a couple of quid. And then the waiter or the waitstaff shouted out to them, "Hey, what kind of a tip is this?" And they were so shocked, they rushed out of the restaurant, because that, like I said,
to our British viewers, is this reminiscent? Because what Kelly's telling a story, this is just totally alien to me. I have never ever. I've always tipped.
You need to go and ask your parents if tipping was a thing.
They would have tipped.
No.
All right, guys, let us know. So our UK viewers, I know United States has always been a thing. But have you always tipped? Has there ever been a time you haven't tipped?
Ben and Siobhan can help us. Ben and Siobhan, has there ever been a time in your life where tipping was never a thing?
Right.
And then it just became a thing in the last...
Right, let me catch up with the comments, otherwise I'm never going to get to this section. Karina said, yes, compare US eateries with the same ones in the UK. Right, so what we'll have to do, we will have to do some serious planning. So we'll have to make sure we know the ones we want to do when we go to the States, and then at the same time make sure we do those. So any one of those big chains, we'd have to make sure that they are near in the vicinity.
They are near in the vicinity. I can tell you the ones that are near in the vicinity, but you know what is a shame? we don't have Raising Cane's here, because that would be a good one.
But it's opening.
Raising Cane's. I don't know if that was a rumor or if that was true.
No, it's going to open in Oxford Street, but it's got to. I don't know when it will be. Check it.
Yeah.
Water and coffee, please. Sorry, water and coffee, yes, please, but be normal. I can't do ginger and lemon. My throat gives a rough feeling.
Aww.
Oh, your service technician is working. Lemon water first thing in the morning, says Karina. Right, let me just catch up with her comment. Jensen said goodbye. Hopefully see you tomorrow on Friday.
Bye, Jensen.
Take care.
Oh yes. So, yes, Raising Cane's is officially coming to the UK with their flagship restaurant confirmed to open in late 2026 at the former Angus Steakhouse site in Piccadilly Circus. Oh, well, I know where that Angus Steakhouse is. I didn't realise that Angus Steakhouse had closing down. I hadn't realised that it had closing down.
So something else that hasn't closed down. Leading Healing said, I don't know why I said I don't. Yeah, it's just metabolism, different, and genetics. Both are fine.
Yes.
Yet my spouse doesn't eat a lot. For me, it varies. I'm trying to get 3 meals, but yeah, I know what you're saying. So because Kelly doesn't eat hardly anything at all. I mean,
I do snack a lot, to be fair.
But I tell you, your big thing is chocolates. That is your.
Do you know what though? I tell you. So, listen to this.
Let me catch up a bit. Can I just catch up a little bit and then we'll? Because otherwise, I'll never be able to finish these comments. Right, where are we? Because we are massively behind now. Where are we? So Sheila said, if eating is an Olympic sport, Mark, right, hold that thought. Listen to this. Mark would win gold. My training would be this.
I don't know, because his brother can now eat more than him.
Yes, this is true.
Because I have cut Mark down.
Oh, Sheila, well done. You haven't had a drink since Christmas. Have you gone on dry January?
Are you doing a dry January?
Maybe see one of both of you on our channels. Don't make it obvious to peeps, but just me, Mark and Kels. Well, we will definitely go on one of your channels for sure. I agree, Pizza Hut isn't as it used to be, and I know you don't like Domino's. Birthday memories thing. Charlie, good to see you.
Hey, Charlie, hope you're well.
964 followers. Well done. Exactly, people skip because they're new rare, or don't know what type of thing you're doing because of the cost of ingredients. Exactly. The trouble is, because ingredients are higher, it's going to mean the food is higher. I've never eaten pizza, honestly. Sheila, I can't believe this.
You can even make a home pizza.
Exactly.
I made a home pizza the other day. But I just got flatbreads. The K Deli do these flatbreads. I just got flatbread, put a bit of tomato puree on. And then did my mozzarella cheese, melted it in the oven, put some pepperoni on there, sprinkled a little bit of cracked black pepper and oregano, bunged it back in the oven, took it out, ate it. It was delicious.
Oh no, Leading Healing was just saying, I cannot believe you've never eaten a pizza. Charlie said, hi, Leading Healing. Semi-random, but I know you're saying all your favorites. Glad you fit the bill anyway. Got to go briefly to talk out service person who's coming out. All right, take care. Good to see you. Karina said the tipping culture in the US is ridiculous. I have stopped tipping. Now that's interesting that you have actually stopped tipping. And also Leading Healing said, like to tip drivers, sure, but if the food arrives, but we otherwise don't know any hurdles or how they're going to be associated with. We've got someone else's items, a few recently, but they couldn't take them back. So with that as well, so this is interesting. You guys are saying this about the tipping culture. So Kelly's recollection of tipping culture in the UK is completely different to mine. I have always tipped, but you're saying we never used.
We never used tipping in the UK. Was never a thing. Once my family started going to the States, then we would leave a tip, but back in the day, you would only leave a tip if the service was exceptional. That's the only time. And even then, it would be something less than £5, right? It was never a thing in the UK. And then it started becoming a thing. And now it's only been in the last 10 or 15 years that they've started adding the 12%. And when they started adding this to the bill, right? And I remember because my friend, she refused to leave. So they started adding 12.5%, right? And I remember my friend said, I'm not paying no 12.5. I don't mind leaving. as long as you pay the bill, which you would pay the bill,
yeah.
and then you would leave a couple of pounds or something like that. She says, I'm not leaving no 12.5. So we paid the bill. And I was just like, oh my God. But I think if the service is based, it's still a choice in the UK. I think in the US, and I don't know if it's the same in Canada, it's kind of like a given that you must tip. That is a thing. But tipping is discretionary. So it's always been discretionary. It's not a thing. You don't have to leave it. However, a lot of the servers
no, not going. Fiona's just joined us. Hey,
hi Fiona, how are you?
Fiona said, I don't agree about this tipping carry on, even for America. My sister tells me it's just the way America is.
Yeah.
My sister and her husband and niece go out to Florida twice a year and has done since. Oh, you haven't finished the sentence there. I'm going to wait with bated breath.
Yeah.
Oh, Sheila says she's not doing dry January, but I can go without a drink. It doesn't bother me if I don't have one. I wasn't suggesting you drink a lot. Sorry, Sheila.
Yeah.
I was just saying that, it was only because obviously
where you had said, I haven't had a drink, and I was like, oh.
Karina said, when I pick up food, I don't tip. If I eat in a restaurant, it depends on the service. It's not a given. The only person I tip all of the time is my hairdresser. And on a yearly basis, I buy nothing bundt cakes for Jackson's vet and the other employees in the vet's office. Oh, I see. These are so basically this is almost not a tip, but it's almost like a thank you.
So my friend, so back in the day when we were sort of like leaving school, here you could, in the UK, you could leave school at 16. And if you didn't want to go to college, you didn't have to. And when I say college, I mean high school in the US, college for us, because when you lot go to college, we call that university. So we didn't have to go to high school. So you could just leave school at 16.
Yeah.
Now in the UK, you have to go to school till you're 18. So you have to do high school, which we would call college. Or you could stay on at sixth form, but you have to stay in education until 18. So we could leave at 16. So my friend at the time was doing a hairdressing course, and she wanted to become a hairdresser. She didn't in the end, but that's what she was studying. And she said, oh yeah, because there was a thing. She goes, oh yeah, you should always tip the girl that washes your hair. Now, I didn't think of this because obviously the people who cut your hair and all that, they're going to get paid, but you have like these little juniors that come in and they cut your hair. I say little, I don't mean little, but they're young and they come in and they wash your hair and stuff like that. Now, so what you would do, and so when you go and get like beauty things done, like waxing and all of that, that again was never a thing where you had to tip people, but it became a tipping thing like later on. But like I said, tipping only became a thing in the last 10 or 15 years where they started to add it to your bill. What I was going to go on to say.
Yeah, go on.
So when we first started going, you and I, so prior to that, you would go and you would leave. We didn't know that tipping was a thing and all of that. We knew we had to tip, but we didn't know what the rule of thumb was. So we didn't know, you have to leave 10, 50. At that time, it was 10, 15 or 20%. That was the 10, 15, 20. But 20 was a really good tip. If you left 20%, that was a really good tip. So general rule of thumb, it was 10 or 15. But if you left 20, that was a really good tip. This is in the US. So we didn't know what the rule of thumb was. So we would just leave what we would leave in the UK, which is a few dollars. But then when Mark and I went, which was like 2013 or 2014, something like that, I noted the guy wrote it on the receipt. We went to TGI Fridays.
Right.
So we went to TGI Fridays and we had basic stuff because we had just arrived. That was a tradition. We would go to TGI Fridays on International Drive. And the guy wrote it down. And what he did was he wrote 18 and 20%. Now, that wasn't a thing back then, 18 and 20%. It was still, as far as I'm aware, 15% and maybe 18%. I don't think it was 20% at the time or something like that. And so he actually wrote it, but now they incorporate it on the receipt. So at the receipt, it's actually printed. I think it's 18, 20, and 22%. If I'm
yeah,
not mistaken.
it'll give you what you can pay.
Yeah, I think it's 18, 20, and 22. Karina can correct me if I'm wrong. But now they put it at the bottom of the receipt. And then, so when they put 18, 20, and 22%, they do equals. So then it will tally up on your bill how much you want to leave, basically. But that was for foreigners. So it was for people who were tourists and will come and didn't know, because tipping, again, is not a thing in Europe. That was not a thing. And so Europeans are coming, they're coming to the US, they're eating, blah, blah, blah. And all of these wait staff, because I think Karina was saying that they get paid better now. I'm not sure. But before, I don't think they were getting paid correctly. And so they were passing it on to the customer. So now the customer was topping up the wages of the wait staff. But I believe now, if I'm not wrong, that they do get better pay than what they were getting before. But yeah, so they were leaving it up to they were passing those things on to the customer.
I'm going to quickly jump to Karina's comment, because she said, and they include the tax when they calculate the tip. Oh, that is so naughty. That is so naughty. Excuse me, I was going to sneeze. Leading Healing said, what was your username? I don't seen it. Beans and Born or Bean? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. I've never heard of Dry January, by the way. Right, now you wouldn't have done, because Dry January is a British thing. So what they do in the UK is they call it Dry January. They ask people if they try and go for without alcohol for the month of January. So the idea is to try and kickstart people into becoming more healthy.
Well, no, because up to Christmas, everyone's partying, everyone's having drinks, and everyone's getting merry and all of that. So then when you have Dry January, it's almost like, if you know what Lent is, it's almost like, let's not drink in January, so let's do Dry January.
But without the religious connotation.
Yeah, without the religious connotation.
Thunder said, oh, you too, thank you. I meant Fluffy Fluffy was a cute name, because my life is very behind. Did you say you want to have kids or you don't have kids?
No, we don't have kids.
No, that's what we said.
Yeah.
But since the holidays, says Leading, oh, hang on a minute. Leading Healing says, oh yeah, chat's behind, and it's not just for me. We're listening, dear host, we promise. I know you are, don't worry. Karina said, yes, on a yearly basis, I buy. Oh, no, I mentioned that one. Right. Leading Healing said, yeah, my spouse is especially a pantry raider. I tell you something. If your spouse and me were living in there, you'd kick us out, because you'd go, you two, stop eating in the pantry.
I was telling a work colleague about that today, so when Mark and I first moved in together, we do a shop. I'd go to the fridge to get a yogurt. Mark's finished all the yogurts. We bought it like a day ago, and there'd be a pack of 12.
I was really worried they would go off, and that's what I'm there for, to make it not go. But mind you said don't eat all the custard in the fridge. You've left it.
No, but I ate a lot of that custard. I didn't eat all of the custard, but I did eat a lot of it. But what I'm saying is, I don't mind if Mark eats stuff. I just want him to leave me a bit. He seems to forget that I live in this house.
When it comes to food, I think I might do. Thunder said, cheeky guy. Yeah, we're talking about that person with the tip. Fiona said, my niece was 7 months old, and you didn't finish the sentence. I was really intrigued by your story, Fiona. Karina said they include the tax when they calculate the tip. Depending on the city and state, restaurant servers are being paid much better now. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
The only thing I thought, Karina, and I love that you're America, so don't get me wrong, this is not a critique. But what got me was, if you go into a coffee shop and you go to pay, they ask you for a tip. And I thought, but I've not had table service.
That's what Karina was saying, was whenever she has quick service, she doesn't tip.
No, I would never tip for tip, because I thought, but what? But you're not giving me a service. You're just doing what you're supposed to do.
What annoys me, and there was a big debate on TikTok about it, where people, so some restaurants are including the service charge and then asking for a tip.
That happened to us. No, that happened to us.
That's happened to us a few times.
We went to afternoon tea. Where was it now? It was in the Shard. Which one was it?
Not Obelix.
No, it was Obelix. It was Obelix. And the guy, I paid 12%. And now for afternoon tea, that's quite a lot. And then on top, he goes, do you want to leave a tip? I said, no. I didn't say no, but I just put the amount I pay. I've just paid.
There's service charge on there.
Now, when you have afternoon tea, it is expensive. So Kelly and I only do $1 grand afternoon tea a year. We might do two maximum.
Sometimes we do.
We do two, when I say grand one, it's like £80 per person plus.
Yeah.
So Kelly wants to do either Claridge's or the Dorchester. Now they are £90 a
Yeah.
person. Now bear in mind, so that's £200 for 2 afternoon teas. Now the service charge on that is going to be closer to £30. I mean, that's a meal somewhere else.
Yeah, that's the thing. And so I feel like in the States that's a given, but they also get paid higher wages than what we do in the UK. To add 12.5% or 15% or sometimes 20% in the UK is a lot of money. And like Mark says, that's a meal somewhere else.
Yeah.
And so to pay them kind of funds, and to me, if you're charging service charge, that is for the service. When you're tipping for the service. So why are you charging service charge and then you're asking for a tip on top of that? It's just, I don't know if you've ever watched Malcolm in the Middle, and I've mentioned this before. They go to a pizza place and it's the only time they ever have fun. They really get on, they love it, they're all giggling and chatting and blah blah blah. And then they go to pay the bill, and on this occasion she's like, what's this service charge? And he goes, oh, the service. And she goes, but why are you asking for a tip? And it goes, oh yeah, we've been charging service charge for years. So she goes, I've been double tipping all this time, and she vows never to go back, and all of this, all the family's like, oh, and everything else. But
don't they go and get the pizza? Doesn't Hal get the pizza behind her back?
Well, yeah, and all of it. But they do, yeah, it's crazy. He goes to get the pizza behind their back, and then she goes and buys
another pizza.
Other pizza, and it's just really horrible. And they've already wolfed down the good pizza, and it's just the thing. But that's the thing. If service charge is not a tip, what is the service charge for?
Good question. Over to you guys.
Yeah, if it's not a tip, what is the service charge
Would you guys pay service charge and tip, or if you paid service charge, is that the tip?
Yeah.
Right, now Sincott asked the question, have you ever eaten near the Apollo Victoria, and would you recommend it?
Have we ever eaten near? Yes. We went to the Ivy. We also went to Bleecker Burger. Do not go to Coffee Addict.
No, Sincott, please. We did the review on it, and I really these were in the days when we were being really polite, because we were and then we tried it them off. This is awful.
I did a short and said it was dead.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Don't go there.
So Coffee Addict is not coffee. It's actually, weird name for a restaurant. It's actually
Japanese pancakes.
But they're really horrible. They're really eggy, and it tastes like salty eggs. It's not, but not in a good way.
Yeah. The Ivy is really good. We haven't done a lot near Victoria, actually.
Sorry, I was going to say, the last Ivy that we did, the afternoon tea, that was at Victoria.
That was at Victoria, yeah. That Ivy is really nice. They do a really nice duck salad. They do this chocolate bomb with the white chocolate creamy foam, and they pour the toffee on top. It's amazing. They do a blackened cod, which is really nice. And I can't remember... There's a main that I had that was really nice.
Fiona's having a problem with her iPad. Oh, right. Okay, don't worry. If you've managed to finish it, please do let us know. Because I was really intrigued by your story. Karina said, exactly. Oh, you're going for the loo. Yeah. Exactly. Picking up coffee, no tip. It's your job to make my coffee. Well, this is it. Do you know what you should say? This is what I planned on saying. When they made the coffee and wanted a tip, I said, well, I want a tip for actually typing in my card details in there to pay for it, because I think I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, you're doing what you're supposed to do. A restaurant where I went to pick up to take out an order added a tip to my charge, and I caught it. I spoke with the manager right in front of the employee who did the automatic tip and had a conversation. Karina, I am glad you did that. Kelly and I got stung when we landed in Florida back in May. So this is the last time I'm taking a Mears cab. So Mears are kind of the local taxi places in Florida. You get the yellow cabs in New York. It's kind of their equivalent. And as no one was taking Mears, everyone was taking Uber. And I totally see why now, because when we were taking the cab, the guy was pressing this button, beep, 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 beep. I thought, what's he doing? And then afterwards, Kelly does this. She'll tell me when after we left. She goes, he was pressing the tip button. So I'd actually give it. So basically, I think the actual thing was about $40-something. But my final bill was $50-something because he'd added a tip without my thing. And what made it worse was I added a tip on because I thought the $50-something was the price of the ride. It wasn't. It was 40-something. And he went ahead and added it. Had I known, I would have probably said, well, hang on a minute, I dictate the tip, not you. I don't mind tipping, but I want to be in control of that. She'd have said £90 for an afternoon tea. Hope you have decent china and the silver cutlery. Right, now, Sheila, this isn't a normal thing for Kelly and I. Kelly and I will kind of do that. So I would call that the high-end tea. That's the higher range tea. So anything that's above £75 is kind of the more expensive afternoon tea. That's the kind of range. It's kind of 75 to 95 are the top end teas. Believe it or not, there is an afternoon tea for £500, which is the most expensive one. And the only reason it is that expensive, it's near Buckingham Palace, as you can imagine, is because of the tea they use. Apparently, they use an incredibly rare tea. Not sure I'm going to pay £500 for that, guys, but once, like I say, once, maybe maximum twice a year, we'll do those 90 quid ones just because we like to do it once in a while, but it is a rarity. St. Cot said, what about Giraffe, the restaurant?
Oh, so I like Giraffe. Mark doesn't.
Now, to be fair, St. Cot, I've not been to Giraffe for a while because I was disappointed the last few times I went, but I would give it another go. I haven't been since before the pandemic.
Yeah, I do like Giraffe. I think they've probably shut quite a few of them now.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they were doing too well, but I really like Giraffe.
We'll have to review Giraffe. We've never reviewed it. There's one on the South Bank.
Yes, there is.
We could do that. Yeah. So there are a few Giraffes.
There are a few around for sure.
So yeah, if that's something you'd like us to review, we will try and do a review of South Bank this year at some point.
Yeah.
I've got, like I said, I want to clear out the Florida lot, and then we'll go back to doing the London.
Yeah, I think the first we've been talking about doing an afternoon tea, so we'll see.
Have you seen? Oh, Jensen's back. Hello.
Hi, Jensen.
Have you seen any graffiti on trains and things? My family members have, and I have seen it as well.
Yes.
We do. It's very common, I'm afraid, especially in London. You see quite a lot of graffiti.
It's not. Do you know what? It's not as common as it used to be, but it is common.
Are the leaves packed by the king? So I was talking about the most expensive afternoon tea in London was the £500 one, the one I was telling you about, which is near Buckingham Palace.
Oh.
If you don't believe me, Google it. Type in the most expensive afternoon tea. That's the one. It's
you want the king to be pouring it.
Yeah, I was gonna say for that amount.
I want him to come and pour my my loose leaf tea.
I mean, the thing is, you know what I mean? It is just sandwiches and cakes. And like I say, I thought 500 quid, what are you getting for that? But
gold leaf, I hope.
But it's that's what you're paying for, is this specific tea, but you have to ask for it. So the tea normally is £80, which is about right for a high-end tea. But what will boost it up to that value is if you want this specific tea. I forget where it comes from. It comes from some
cat's bum.
No, it's not that one. That's the coffee.
I know.
It's some really remote place in the Himalayas or somewhere like that. So it's very difficult to get.
That's what I was saying. I was being
not from a cat's behind.
Oh, I was being is the word obtuse.
St. Cot said thanks to the info. So St. Cot, are you planning on going? I don't want to reveal your plans, but if you are
you going to see Wicked?
Oh, but
that's at the Apollo.
Is there something that you were looking at? Wanting to eat just before, like I said, before a theatre performance or something? If so, try and go for. So the Ivy, like I said, is just down the road from there.
They also do a pre-theatre meal, I believe. There's also I haven't. The only one I'm just trying to think. So there is a thing on the inside. You know where the M&S is on the inside?
Yeah.
And there's quite a few. There's a Bill's there. We've not eaten in there, but there's a Bill's. I think there might be a Giraffe in there. There's also Wagamama's and there's also Five Guys. I want to say there might be a Comptoir in there.
Comptoir.
But yeah, there's a few eateries inside that little muse. A company that I used to work for actually sort of did that building.
Kelly got it. So Sidcup might be good. So we don't want to, like I say, ruin your plans or anything. Is like
well,
that.
when he said Apollo Theatre, I already knew.
Yeah, exactly. See,
because I've been to see it. Let me tell you, I've been to see Wicked probably about 20 times. And I usually go I try to go every year. And I went so my first taste of it is when Idina Menzel actually opened it in London, and I went to see her about 4 times. Oh, I am so lucky that I got to see her perform it. But I went about 4 times within the 6 months or however long she was here opening that show. And then I went to see it after that, and I've probably seen it about 20 times, if not more. Yeah, I try to go every year.
Talking of which, Kelly and I will be doing there's a Wicked themed afternoon tea which we will be going to later this year. So we've already booked it. So that will be one we'll be going to. Yes, £500 for an afternoon tea is incredibly steep. I think it's more the prestige to say you've had the world's most expensive afternoon tea or the Britain's most expensive afternoon tea.
I would not go for afternoon tea.
No, I wouldn't either. It's not.
If I was going to spend £500, it would not be on an afternoon tea.
Corinna said, I want to have tea with William and Kate for that price. Well, they speak very highly of you, so I'm hoping this will happen. Jensen said, see you tomorrow. Jensen, take care. Lovely to see you.
Bye, Jensen.
You got it. Oh, Leading Healing. I heard it's a bit pricey. The trouble is, anything to do with boilers or heaters or anything like that is going to be expensive. Every time our boiler's broken down and I've got someone to repair it, I go... I hear, ooh, this
is a few £100.
It's at least a few £100. So you're looking at $300-400. Not and never gone all that long. I know. And this is the thing, when it's always expensive. I've never had a cheap repair.
Are you in Toronto? Everything is expensive in Toronto. When I went, the price of living in Toronto is higher than the price of living here.
Wow.
Yeah, but like I said, they also earn a lot more money.
Yeah.
I believe it would be in the same in Canada as it probably is in the US. Forgive me for the comparison, but I believe you probably do get paid more than what we do here. I know in the US they do. They get paid at least 3 to 4 times more than what we do. In general.
Well, I don't think it's that. That's a bit of exaggeration. But yeah. I owe you.
It is.
Anyway, guys. It has gone 8 o'clock. We have been going for an hour and a half. So I think we will leave the live.
Look at Mark leave it there. But when he was doing it was like 2.5 hours.
Do you want to carry on?
No, I didn't say I was tired.
No, I thought I am feeling a bit tired. So that was the only reason why. Leading his, oh my God, when you're sitting there not talking, you look like a guy I know. You must be a long lost son. It could be. But listen, guys, thank you so much for the conversation. It was really, really good chatting to you, and we always have fun, as we always do. Apologies, we didn't have any real major snacks today. We did have these ones, but it's not ones we normally do. So we will try and get a few more bits and bobs for Friday's live. Friday's live, we're always good to go a bit longer, only because we've got the weekend the next thing. See you Friday as well, Sheila. Lovely to see you. So, guys, that is it for Mark and Kelly's Trips, Tips and Things for today. But will we be back Friday, 6:30 UK time, as we normally do? Have a wonderful evening. Carry on, says Karina. We will. I tell you what, we will do a later one on Friday. I tell you what, because we've got the weekends. We've got the Saturday thing. I can actually go. I was up till 1:30 because after our live, Leading Healing did his, so I actually watched his to 1:30. I didn't get to sleep till late. So we will definitely see you guys tomorrow. For on MK Bakers, not this channel, our MK Bakers channel, which we will. If you want to, Kelly will be doing the live type alongs. If you want to make any comments, anything you like, talk about what you want. You can do on that. We will be there. It's always a choice, but it's illegal to not some places. Much bigger things, I guess, countries and businesses. No, absolutely. I think no matter what place of the world you are, if you're doing boiling or boilers or heaters, you're always going to make a killing.
Yeah.
So with that being said, guys, we do look after yourselves. Do take care. And don't forget,
melt my cheese.
You know it. We will hopefully see some of you guys tomorrow. for the MK Bakers video. If not, we will see you on Friday here for Mark and Kelly's trips, tips and things.
And don't forget, if you want to catch up with our holidays or anything like that, hop on over to MK Vacays. I know you will tomorrow because you'll see the next installment, but there you will also find our previous seasons as well. And if you haven't subscribed to both channels, then please do.
Until then, guys, take care and we will see you on Friday. Bye for now.
Bye for now.